gracious me!
What is going on, guys? I'm here. Welcome to episode, 21, week 21 of the Team of the Week predictions. We get a fair few correct. Last week I think was a bit of a mismatch though. EA pulling some random players out. I think they were saving some for that new promo as well, because a few of them that should have been in form weren't given informs, but they were given those new dynamic cards instead. Up first we have RULLI. Made 4 saves and a penalty save in a 2-1 win for Real Sociedad. Our only silver of the day comes from Shrewsbury. I've got absolutely no idea how to say this guy's name. Let's just leave it at he scored a hat-trick in a 4-3 win, which in theory at least should be enough to get him that inform. Yet another player that I'm going to mispronounce the name of, Marlon Piedrita. I've got absolutely no idea. 2 goals in a 3-1 win for a right-back should be enough. So is a controversial one when I choose a Rangers player or a Celtic player. Opposite fans, hate the video for it. But you can't deny this guy's ability in-game. He looks like a really good right-back, and he's only 78 rated. James Tavernier got 2 goals and a clean sheet in a 4-0 win. As always, I apologise if I mispronounce people's names. It's just difficult when you don't speak their language. But this guy, KOOPMEINERS, maybe? That sounds like a pub or a social club or something. Either way, he scored 2 goals and a clean sheet in a 5-0 win. He would be a position change from a centre-mid to a centre-back. That is why he looks so well-rounded. Ollie Watkins of Brentford up next. He got 2 goals and 1 assist in a 5-2 win. It could easily have gone to the guy on the opposite wing, and I forget that guy's name. He was the one with man of the match, but Ollie Watkins looks like a more appealing card, and that's genuinely why I went with him. You would be forgiven for forgetting that Golovin has a one-to-watch card, but guess what? He does. He got 1 goal and a man of the match award and a 2-1 win for Monaco. A rare win for Monaco. They are in dire straits right now. Would not be surprised if they got relegated, but this could happen as he is a one-to-watch, and EA haven't really utilised one-to-watch cards this season. I love Greek names. They're absolutely fantastic. Not easy to pronounce, but they sound fantastic. Konstantinos Fortounis. I hope I've got that right. Probably not, but it sounds great. 2 goals in a 4-0 win should be enough. I'm not quite sure if we've had an Olympiacos in form this year. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we could have one here. This is a card I would have loved to have had maybe the 2nd or 3rd week of FIFA, maybe even after the 1st month. But for right now, I think this is, again, just a stepping stone for the next card. David Neres of Ajax with 1 goal and 2 assists in a 6-0 win, bouncing back after that heavy defeat last week. We could see this. It looks decent, but like I said, a stepping stone for the next one. It's been an emotional week or so for Cardiff City in general, and of course people connected with the whole Salah situation. Bobby Reid popped up with 2 goals and a man of the match award and a 2-0 win. So fingers crossed he gets it. It doesn't actually look that bad either, to be fair, considering he's 78 rated. FINNBOGASON up next, and this guy could actually be usable, seeing as how the meta is to cross. Not that people are happy about it, but still, he got a hat-trick and a man of the match award and a 3-0 win. This would be his 2nd in form. And finally, for the subs and reserves, we are back in the Dutch League for Luc de Jong. He's got himself a hat-trick and a man of the match award in a 5-0 win for PSV. So up first in the starting 11 is going to be Donnarumma. I think he's had a couple of informs this season, so 87 rated. I expected him to get a future star card actually, but they didn't give him one. But here we are with an 87 rated card for making 7 saves in a 1-1 draw with Roma. Orban is actually on the list for one of the most consistent defenders of the season, and you can't argue with stats. He's up for another inform with 2 goals and a clean sheet in a 3-0 win. This would make his 2nd inform after the nation change from Germany to Hungary. If you're fed up of opening packs, getting bored, seeing the Brazil flag and it turns out to be Felipe, then you could be pleased to know that it could be an inform next time you get that, which is different. Clean sheet and a man of the match award and a 3-0 win for Felipe could be enough to see him creep into the starting 11. Napoli ran out 3-0 winners over the weekend, and this man, Koulibaly, got a last-man tackle in, kept a clean sheet. I don't think he was crowned man of the match, though, incidentally. Like I said, the game did finish 3-0. Unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever way you look at it, it would be an 89-rated card, I believe, which is the same as his live UCL card, which is a shame, and that's kind of the way that it's gone this year with FIFA, but still, it looks like a decent card. Dendoncker up next of Wolves, and he's not the only Wolves player in contention. I'm not quite sure if I've got any in the possibles. Probably not, because there are a whole host of possibles this week. However, Dendoncker has got 1 goal and a Man of the Match award and a 3-1 win. I believe this is from the midweek game as opposed to the weekend game. Very similar situation to the Koulibaly nomination, I guess, is Pizzi. This guy has a Europa League live card that is actually 86 rated, so unfortunately this inform would be 1 below. Pizzi managed 1 goal, 1 assist and a Man of the Match award in a 5-1 win, so he's very much in contention, but it would not affect his Europa League live, which means this would be lower rated. We saw it, was it last week or the week before, with a striker or a cam, so unfortunately it is very possible to happen. Once upon a time, Visca got himself a team of the season and people were saying good things about him, that he could be making a big money move. I don't think that ever came to fruition in the end. This week, though, he got himself a hat-trick of assists. The game finished 3-1, and he could be making Team of the Week 21. That rhymed. I didn't mean it to. Hazard up next, but not Eden. It is Thorgan, or Torgan, however you say it. He got 2 assists and a Man of the Match award in a 2-0 win for Borussia Mönchengladbach. This would be a very nice-looking card. Correct me if I'm wrong, this is a second inform. This would be from the midweek game where Bournemouth beat Chelsea as opposed to the weekend game where Bournemouth lost to Cardiff. But it is going to be Joshua King, 2 goals, 1 assist and a Man of the Match award in that 4-0 win over Chelsea. So albeit against bottom of the league, Higuain put in a very impressive shift in what was a 5-0 win against Huddersfield. He scored 2 of those goals. He does have a 1-to-watch card, by the way. That would still be updated, although I believe it would still stay as an AC Milan card, which is interesting enough. If they do 1-to-watches for January like they normally do, this guy could get himself another one, which is crazy. But still, his first inform looms. We've had a fair few of these this week. Aguero has a UCL live card. My understanding is it will go to the same rating. If it goes 1 above, I do apologise and I've got this episode completely wrong, but that's just the way that I understand it. He's got a hat-trick and then some against Arsenal. Absolutely outstanding performance from him and the entire Manchester City side in the end. 1 very well-worked goal. Well, couple, but still. Aguero, 91 rated in form. Maybe a reason for you to push on in Weekend League and finish that 1 ranking higher to get an extra player pick. Possibly. Into the possibles we go now, and hold on to your hats because there are a lot of players, and especially those that have just been given headliner cards. So up first in the possibles, we're going to start from the lowest and go to the more exciting players, shall we say, no disrespect. We have Fabian Klos, 1 goal and 2 assists in a 4-3 win. Now I know I'm going to ruin this. Fenerbahce Cam goes by the name of Mehmet Ekici, I have no idea. 2 goals and a Man of the Match award in a 3-2 win. Michel, or Michael, I believe he had an inform a couple of seasons ago and it was really good, and then he just got like 2 or 3 more beyond that and he just kept getting better and better. Unfortunately, I think he might just miss out though. 2 goals, 1 assist and a Man of the Match award and a 6-0 win would normally be enough. Of course it would, but there are a lot of players this week with hat-tricks and 2 goals, 1 assist from quote-unquote bigger leagues. Marcelo Goiano of Braga up next. He's got himself 1 goal and a Man of the Match award in a 2-0 win, which would normally be enough, but again, there are players in there, bigger names essentially, which I don't agree with necessarily, but it's just the way it is. So I saw that Besiktas had won 6 goals to 2, and I thought, right, well, I'll have a look. There's bound to be someone over there that's done something, and Kagawa's name popped up. Off the bench, he's got 2 goals in that 6-2 win. I honestly didn't even know that he'd moved, so it's different, it's interesting. I'd actually like to see it. Lyon have just beaten PSG 2 goals to 1, so would not be surprised to see an inform from that game. There are 2 candidates really, Nabil Fekir and Dembélé, and seeing as how it's 1-to-watch week this week, wouldn't be surprised at all if it was Dembélé. He got 1 goal in that 2-1 win. Nabil Fekir with a penalty that ended up winning the game in the end. So, you know, you can pick and choose whoever you want there, but I'm leaving him in the possibles. Moving on to BRANDT. I had to put him in the possibles. He didn't quite do enough for me to make it into the starting team of the week, and he got 1 assist and a Man of the Match award and a 3-1 win. The reason I put him in there, though, is because it was against Bayern Munich. Mitrovic up next. He got 2 goals and a Man of the Match award and a 4-2 win for Fulham. I think that was midweek, though. Correct me if I'm wrong. And that is why I've not put him in. Now moving on to a headliner, we have Ziyech. The headliner card, if this was to happen, by the way, would go to an 88. As per the ruling, it goes 1 higher than the current special card. So Ziyech, I think, is just going to miss out to Neres, although Zapata just got a man of the match card and they've updated that straight away, so it's not impossible, as is the next guy, Nicolas Pepe. Now, he should have been in form week just gone. The team of the week that is currently in packs, he should have been in there, in my opinion, for 2 goals and a man of the match. He's been at it again with, I think he got 1 goal, 1 assist, and a man of the match award and a 4-0 win. Again, I don't think that's going to quite be enough, but don't rule it out. Cristiano Ronaldo has a 1-to-watch card, of course. This normally would be enough. 2 goals, 1 assist, and a man of the match award and a 3-3 draw. I mean, that's not impossible, right? But it's a 3-3 draw, so I think it may just sway them to not give it to him. But I've seen stranger things happen, so you never know. Ronaldo could very well be in form this week. That brings us to the end of yet another Team of the Week predictions. If I've left anybody out, I do apologise. I've tried my best. There's a lot of possibles in there. I have scoured every league possible for players, but, you know, mistakes do happen. If you have enjoyed this episode of Team of the Week predictions, do me a favour, lads. Smack that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.